Hey everyone, Mark here. Time for my Gavv episode 4 review. Yes, camera angles changed. I'm moving some stuff around. Because I get bored with my displays and I move stuff around. I got rid of the Soto shelf because I'm putting something else there to display Soto. I'm just working like this area is going to be changing over the last couple of weeks. Um, Great episode. Episode 4. Obviously, with my other reviews, I'm not doing a play-by-play. I'm just giving some thoughts, where the show's going, how I'm feeling about it. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm like still on the Gavv wave. I'm enjoying this episode because it was more backstory and some lore, world building, things like learning, like from the first episode, Shoma's running away from everybody and going through the doors. We finally see what led up to him running away. So we got to see what actually happened to his mom, a little more backstory with them. And then one of the cool things about this is I like how we don't have regular like minions, like I shouldn't say minions, like little foot soldier type people. We actually have these agents, and they're actually a threat. They're not like cannon fodder, like, oh, here come the just regular, you know, villains that'll show up and get destroyed easily. These agents, there's two of them. They put in the work. They were giving Shoma the beats. He was getting beat, and I like how you almost see not a dissension in Stomach Gang between like the twins and other family members. Just a lot of them are playing stuff close to the vest and not fully being transparent with each other, which I think is really cool because the twins are investigating this red Gavv and they're not mentioning it at all when they're confronted by one of the other siblings. I assume they're all siblings. And I thought that was really neat that, okay, everyone has their own goals and tasks within this evil entity, which I think is great. Another thing with Shoma from a character standpoint, there was one line towards the end because we start off with Shoma being not passed out for once, but he was hungry. He saw a little food cart with vegetables and he didn't have any money, but he saw the field right behind it and he started, stealing. And this old elderly couple stopped him, and then the father was even like, oh, like it looks like their son who passed away 20 years ago, and they're feeding him and he's helping them. They're all happy. This is when he gets introduced to marshmallows. So we got our new gochizos for the week, which are fuamalo. And one of the cool things was because they were so happy and this and that, and there was a line when the agents were fighting Shoma and the twins were watching along, where basically they were like, because they're so happy from him helping them, they're going to make good spice for the dark treats. And this led to, towards the end of the episode, the character growth of Shoma not returning to them because he's like, this will make them less appealing to be turned into spices because they need the happiness of people to make the spice extra delicious. Which also led to a very messed up line in a flashback, which has stuck with me because the siblings and everything, they capture Shoma and his mom, and they were just like, oh, you're not going to make good spice anyways because she wasn't happy. And they were like, this is going to be our bargain bin dark treats. And I was like, damn, like, that's cold. That's real cold. I'm for it. I'm for, like, there's a balance in this show right now of, like, with Fuamalo, I'm like, oh, this is a jokey form. Attacks are bouncing off of. But then you get this other side where it's pretty dark compared to what we got with Gotchard and Geets, even to some extent for some parts. And I'm like, okay, and it's handling this balance really freaking good. I'm for it from this narrative that is being told. And they're not leaving stuff at the wayside because we have was it Hanto with Suga, who's the researcher from the end of the last episode. And I just think it's odd. He knows so much. He knows their granutes. He knows about the dark treats, why they're capturing humans. He knows about the gochizos, but not what they are exactly. Hold on, kitten's attacking my camera. All right, awkward camera cut because my phone rang and then my cat was being fresh. But yeah, I'm just wondering how this Shuga, this like researcher has all this information, and obviously already hinting and bringing up the fact that he's basically gonna make Valen's changer because he has the two different chocolate gochizos and like little clear like glass jars. So I'm like, all right, there's a lot of interesting Like like the so much of the plot is moving forward for everybody, and like I said, I'm gonna be like I said in my other review, I'm gonna use the word balance a lot because they are balancing a lot of these characters, a lot of the situations, everything very well, and it's solid writing. Like we get a little bit more information, raise a few more questions, but keep the narrative going forward in the story. Um, Action, and I like how it's not one of those shows where just a bunch of action is thrown in there. There's a lot of care. It's very character driven that we get our fight, like with the agents. The twins didn't get involved. They were watching on. Even but they did say something when they saw the Gochizo. They're like, oh, are those his minions? We haven't seen those ones before. It's like they're weird. So I'm like, okay, are there other minion types? Like, what is. So, like, there's always these little things that get said that you can't brush off that were just said just to be said. Because I'm just like, all right, are there other types of Gochizo slash minions? Like, what else? Like, would this mean that our Stomach Inc., our Granoots, there's more forms that they could even take on? So I'm just like, ooh, like the wheels are spinning constantly in my head now. But like I said, we're 4 episodes in. I don't like to speculate or try and like think about what they would do. I kind of take it in stride for what's presented. And honestly, what's presented right now, I'm enjoying thoroughly. It's really good. And I'm trying to think. There's a lot in this episode, but not a lot. That's why I don't want to do like a whole um uh recap. I don't really like doing that. Um I am curious though for more of the Stomach Inc. side of things. I really like, are the dark treats, are those the only thing they make? Like, and I'm wondering more because they did bring up the fact of Shoma's father dying. So I was like, okay, that's another like puzzle piece in this whole backstory to Shoma and everything going on. So I'm really just enjoying the show. These videos aren't going to be long for the reviews, and you know, once again, the merch from a merch side of things, I'm really enjoying the show because I'm like, I wasn't gonna get the sword because I don't do DX weapons, but then I was like, oh, we actually got to see it in the episode with him putting the logo Chizo on there, and I was like, okay, I kind of like that sword, but I'm holding off on buying it for right now. Uh, obviously I've got other merch stuff I've been buying for Gavv, and I got more Gochizos on the way. But at the end of the day, it's a very solid episode. I like the more story filled, character filled. Like you kind of feel bad for the elderly parents and their little farm. Um, I do like all the different elements that are continuing with Shoma. From okay, he eats a new snack and he has to hide the fact that the Gochizos kind of like pop out of him. um, I do like. I'm curious if they would release on Premium Bandai his actual like snack journal, because I think that would actually be kind of a cool thing they release down the road towards the end of the show or when the show's over. Um, I thought we were gonna get more Amani at some point, but I'm sure she'll pop back into one of these episodes eventually, probably the next episode. I don't watch the episode previews because I just don't. Once the episode's like over, I'm like, all right, let's record. And I do like the motivation of Shoma right now, because he really, like, there's a whole scene, the agents are really beating him down, and he's not in Fuamalo form yet. He's still in the Poppin' Gummy, and you think he's down and out, and he thinks of was it what's his name, Hajime, and the elderly couple and everyone else, and he's like, I gotta fight to protect this world my mom is from. And just like you're starting to realize, okay, this is his motivation now. He wants another feather in the cap, or another thing on the list of things he's fighting for is he wants to protect this world his mom is from, that his mom always spoke so highly of. And I'm like, good character motivation. That's the thing, I like character motivations. The main Stomach Inc. don't know their full motivations outside of dark treats. Like, what are they really gaining from making dark treats? Like, is it financial? Like, I'm curious more of that stuff, and I'm hoping we peel back those layers soon, because that's the most intriguing thing, is like the air of mystery of the Stomach Inc. And I was like, I need to know more. That's what I need to know more about. But that's it. That's it for my review. I really enjoyed this episode. Let me know in the comments below what you are thinking of Gavv right now. We're 4 episodes in. It seems like from what I'm seeing online, this is very well received. I don't really see anything negative on any of my timelines for any of the platforms I use about the show. A lot of people are enjoying the toys. I can see that in my videos because a lot of people are checking those out and comment like. So I appreciate you guys who are doing that and checking out those videos. That being said, let me know in the comments below what you thought of the episode. I thank you guys for watching. Hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.